on, guys?
Chilling.
Chilling?
Yeah.
You look like you're chilling. Why are you wearing glasses?
I got into an accident on a line bike on my way to school.
What happened?
Sunglasses indoors.
So basically, yeah, I know I look like an idiot right now, but
Looks like Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
basically, I was on my way to school, and I was gonna be late. I was like, let me take a line bike. Yeah, they're electric, so they're like straight speed. So I was going around this corner. I was going at stupid speeds. There's a woman there, so I swerved around the woman, and then let me just take the glasses off. I swerved around the woman, yeah, and it's gone onto like a curb. I've dropped.
Look at, show them the
It's
proof.
not bad now. It's not
Show them the
bad
proof.
now. But I've dropped off the curb into like a little dirt patch,
Yeah.
and the bike slid, and I've gone into a pothole. The bike's bounced up, and I've just looked up and I've seen a red brick wall.
Oh no!
And I was knocked out for like 3 minutes, and then luckily
You were knocked out, or you got knocked out by the wall?
The wall knocked me out. Luckily, one of my friends saw me. Shout out Hussein. Yeah, he saw me, called an ambulance, called my mum, and about 3 minutes later, I woke up. There was this fat white guy just wrapping my head in tissue, and then someone from my primary school, their older sister, they've seen me, and they were like, "Shit, like this kid's in trouble, isn't it?" So she's picked us up, called mum. We've gone to her house, told mum to come to her house, and then I was on the call with them. They asked some stupid questions, man. What's your birthday? Are you okay? Are you bleeding? I'm like, no shit.
Who's asking this?
The ambulance.
They have to, innit?
So how is that stupid?
Stupid question.
No. What's stupid is calling that ambulance in the first place over you hitting yourself with a brick wall.
No, I didn't hit myself.
Okay, but
The brick wall hit me.
The brick wall hit. That's even more stupid then, isn't it?
So you're 0 and 1 against the brick walls.
Exactly.
So let me get this straight. You went in. The brick wall hit you. You then waste London Ambulance's time by calling them, questioning why they are questioning you about date of births and stuff, and you have a problem with that when they're trying to help you.
Well, because you.
No, but it's just like when you're in that position, it sounds really stupid though. It's like, why are you asking me that? I'm in pain right now. Why are you asking me all these silly questions?
Right.
What was silly
So
was
just-
you getting on a line bike
Yeah.
at stupid speeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit silly from me.
Or what you could have done is got someone to drive you to the hospital, and then you would avoid all the
That did
questions
happen.
altogether.
That did happen. So
So not only did you call the ambulance, you said to the ambulance,
no,
I will now drive
they didn't say that. They didn't say
to
that.
the hospital
No,
myself.
that's not what happened. So basically, as we got to the person's house now, they've taken me inside their house, washed my hands, cleaned up this side of my face.
Right.
They didn't want to touch that side. But what was really funny was the kid who I knew from primary, he goes to my sixth form now.
Right.
And he said it was inset day. So he's seen me and my friend come in, and then he's got a bollocking after from his mum and sister, saying like, well, why have you lied to us? Like, you're not in school and everything. But then that happened, and then so now we've gone back into the car.
So you're now interrupting people's education at this
No,
point.
he interrupted his own education. So then mum's arrived now, and we were on the call. I was still on the phone with the ambulance. So they said it's a 40-minute wait time for an ambulance.
Yeah.
And then mum was like, "Joe, bun that. Yeah, I'll take you to A&E myself."
Right.
So then she took me to A&E. Took about 6 hours in there. They just cleaned up my face, glued it back together, put a plaster.
I'm
on
sorry,
everything.
glue.
Yeah, so they glued it. They didn't do
Gorilla glue on
stitches.
his face.
Gorilla glue.
Yeah, so
okay,
they-
so
I
it's
thought it was
about
a
right.
Brit stick.
Yeah.
No, but then they glued the cut, and then that was it basically.
Right.
Yeah.
So
but then my eye was
And now you're missing half an eyebrow.
I'm missing half an eye right now.
yeah.
But you know the good thing is
He waxes people.
he
yeah.
whacked him over the head and he's finally started speaking now on the podcast.
I was
Yeah.
cooking.
He was
something.
cooking. He was cooking.
cooking
He was
something.
cooking.
Yeah.
I was waiting for something to happen.
So what have you learned out of this whole experience?
Don't ride at stupid speeds.
No.
Leave early for school and don't get on the line
Don't
bike.
contact the ambulance if you've just hurt yourself a minor injury like that.
No, it was not minor. I was unconscious. This was not minor.
So why were you asking them when you're unconscious? Why are you asking me for my date of birth?
At that point, it's just stupid. At that point, it's just silly.
You know what though? It's funny looking at his eyebrow. Yeah. So I think I told you this story. There was this guy at my high school.
Yeah.
Way back when, and he really wanted a slit in his eyebrow.
Yeah.
So he went home one day, put a slit in, and then he went like that. So he took off half his eyebrow.
Oh.
Right. And then what he did, just to balance it out, was shave the other half of it.
That's so stupid.
It was the funniest thing.
It's
man.
stupid, but it's something you should consider because
No,
that looks
no way,
ridiculous
no
in itself.
way. No way.
Right now, I think you're the Rock. You like he's raising his people's eyebrow.
Yeah.
I'm raising the eyebrow.
Go show
know
show
what
the viewers the
I'm
people's
saying?
eyebrow.
You know, actually, it looks like you see back in like the 90s when like girls just like have little pencil eyebrows.
Yeah. What do you mean 90s? That still happens.
Does it?
Pencil eyebrows. I think guys have become way too feminine
Oh yeah, man.
100%.
with the amount of
100%.
products.
100%.
There's self-care and then there's like,
This-
bro, come on.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, you know, you've got guys waxing, they're doing their eyebrows, threading, this, that, the other. It's like, where do you draw the line?
Yeah.
That's the
I always
crazy
thought
way
male
you draw
grooming
the line.
was getting your trim,
Getting your hair cut.
shaving up your
Yeah.
beard,
That's it.
and that's it really.
Yeah.
That's all it is, though. That's what you need to do.
Innit?
It's just a beard line
Yeah.
and a shape.
And our guys are getting all
shape,
sorts
that's
done,
it. That's
man.
all you need.
Guys are getting everything. Do you think it's influence from like these, the only way, Towie and
Towie.
stuff like that?
Yeah.
100%.
Towie is a massive. I think that kick-started the
Who
whole.
is Towel, bro?
The only way is
The
Essex.
only way is Essex, like
Oh,
you know,
so
like
it
Joey
is the
Essex
only
and them
way-
lot.
Yeah,
Oh, them lot.
yeah.
I agree though, because that was like one of our biggest mainstream reality shows.
Yeah.
You had the Hills back in the day. If you
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
that, the American one, and then Towie was the British one.
Yeah.
Right, you have that,
Yeah.
and then you've got social media as well,
mhm.
where you see all these different like influencers and celebrities and stuff, and they're all looking pretty and stuff, yeah. And all the guys when they started doing that as
Yeah.
well, so
Yeah.
they're gonna start threading their eyebrows,
Yeah.
start plucking their noses and the ear hairs, and
Yeah.
you know, getting lip jobs and all
Yeah.
sorts as well. And some guys even do the microblading and stuff as well.
Do they?
Yeah, and they do laser. So
Oh,
they,
That's too much, I think.
What's wrong with the generation?
Well,
What's
I
wrong?
saw
I think
something
that's
that
taking like a
male-
step too far.
yeah.
I saw something that male estrogen levels have actually risen, have actually gone up.
Male have estrogen.
Clearly, that will do some damage to your head, innit? We do.
I thought we only have like, what's the thing called?
That's right. The
yeah,
estrogen,
I
everyone has an estrogen level. It's just gone up.
How did I pass biology?
Bro, I'm gonna send you a snippet.
How did I pass
A bit of
science?
information.
I'll send you some estrogen in.
Apparently, it's something to do with like
You buy an Amazon.
tablets or something. I don't know. I just saw it on a random TikTok and I believed it because that's what you do now. Believe
Are
it
you seeing on TikTok the amount of people that are selling multivitamin tablets and all this, like these weight loss gummy bears and all of
Yeah.
that? Like
Yeah.
that's getting like
It's
ridiculous.
getting out
like.
of hand, man. You don't even know what's inside of
You
it.
don't know what's
innit?
inside of it.
But TikTok shop is
The
actually
TikTok
really
shop is sick,
good. TikTok
man.
shop is good.
You see my
But
phone
did you
is-
hear? Did you hear about that? Similar to TikTok. You've heard of Temu, right?
Yeah, Timu.
Temu, right?
Yeah.
There was, I heard, but they basically they keep everything cheap to try and access your account. Is it what Chinese based
Yeah,
company?
yeah.
Is it? Yeah. So basically, there was a story going around where somebody bought something off Temu, and it was a small transaction. Then they gradually started to take small amounts of money out of their account, and you don't even realize it when you've obviously when it's like £5, £10, or even £2, you don't realize it as
you
quickly.
realise, yeah.
Yeah, and then it starts to build, and then you check your. How often do you all check your bank accounts?
I hate checking my
I
bank
only
account,
check it-
man.
No, do you know what?
Bro,
I saw my
why?
bank statement today, yeah? I spent £168 in 1 month.
Was that your money? Was that your money, bro?
My money, bro. No,
I was like, what the hell?
You know what I hate? No, and
Was
you
it on
remember
private
this,
medical
in the
care?
back of the Uber after your stag,
Right.
and I checked my bank at the back of the Uber. I was like, guys, I'm broke.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was
That's
a
the
spending
worst
night. That was
thing.
a
Like
spending night.
That was a good
going
one.
on a night and check your bank. I hate it.
Yeah. It's the worst,
'Cause
man.
you think you spent £60, you look at it.
Yeah.
Nah.
£400.
The thing
I
you
think.
don't, the thing you don't remember is you've had so many drinks here, and then you just start getting tap happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you start
and
like,
then,
and I've-
and that becomes a blur to you as well.
And that's where I think like contactless has screwed things over for
Yeah,
people.
big time.
For people that don't know how to manage money, contactless is a
100%.
bad
Yeah,
weapon to
100%.
have.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
feels like
Yeah.
unlimited money at a point.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
There was a point where me and my friend Charana, shout out Charana,
everyone's
in
getting
sixth
shouted.
form,
Oh, shout- give
everyone
it
gets
out,
shouted. We took off Apple Pay from our phones and thinking that we're gonna save money.
Yeah.
It just did because the next day I put it straight back on because I didn't know what to do with life after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just you need it. It's essential
Yeah.
now.
I've only just added my bank cards onto my Google Pay,
You pay.
and I haven't even used it, man. I'm
Yeah.
still quite old school. I still whack up my bank card,
Yeah.
go tap
But
crazy.
Nothing
with that.
beats good old Asian cash.
But the thing is,
Cash is king, huh?
It's so there's no limit. It's so dangerous.
Yeah. And that's basically the same. That is dangerous, but so is. What are your thoughts on stuff like Klarna and Pay in 3 and stuff like
Oh,
that?
mate,
Oh,
yeah.
that is dangerous,
dangerous,
as
man.
well.
It's
That is
dangerous, but
The amount of
dangerous.
stuff you
Just
buy, and
using
you're in
money,
you're in
yeah.
debt
Yeah.
straight
Yeah.
away.
Debt
Yeah.
straight
You know what I
away.
mean?
I mean, with Klarna, if you miss one payment,
Yeah.
it is bad. The interest rate and
Yeah.
the late fee you pay is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a bit like what Chelsea do, isn't it? When they buy all the players,
Yeah,
it's like a Klarna
No, but
setup.
they've got 11-year contracts.
Yeah, the 11-year contracts and they'll pay over 15 years.
Yeah,
man.
that's
don't worry
crazy,
about
man.
it. Yeah.
Because it works out. They're paying like
works
a
out.
player
They-
like £10 million.
You see how much they spent though over the last 2
It's
years?
like $1 billion, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was close to $1 billion, or even surpassed $1 billion,
And look at that. Man United and Chelsea both spending a lot of money.
and they're both sitting on the
Can't
table.
crack into the top 6.
It's true.
No, but Klarna is dangerous. basically spending where you're spreading your costs is dangerous.
Yeah.
Anybody like no credit checks, nothing like that, straight through, and then before you know it, you're in debt.
Should we
Straight
buy
from the
United
get-go.
with Klarna? Should we try it?
If Sheikh Jassim can't buy the club, I don't think we can, bro.
They don't want him to buy the club.
But do you not feel like everything's set up just for? Do you feel like it's the government that, or they've introduced all these sort of schemes to keep everything in credit? It's like the American way.
Yeah.
Everything is on credit.
Because we don't own anything.
We don't own
You don't
anything.
You
Like
don't
your
credit.
phone, your car insurance, your car,
Yeah.
even like subscriptions, like anything you pay for online.
Or even your house, bro.
Your house. Name me something where you would be like, all right, I'm gonna
Do you
just
know?
get it.
I
outright.
saw this Tyson Fury quote the other day, and he was like,
Penguin.
It was a really deep quote. It was a really deep quote. He was saying, "I don't own anything because one day you're gonna die and it's gonna go to someone else."
Yeah,
And it's true.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's so
I mean,
true.
there was a famous quote. Alexander the Great did it when he died. One of his sayings was, "Literally, throw all my jewelry on the streets because it's not mine now. You're dead, and
It's never yours, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it's nice when you're alive and you have it. Though.
Yeah, when you're,
Yeah.
when you're
100%.
I
alive.
wouldn't mind
Yeah.
having a little Ferrari driving around, looking at everyone at a bus stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad
Smash
life.
straight into
That's
the
the life.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's quite deep though when you actually think
Yeah,
about it.
it's
Yeah,
It's like when you die, you're remembered for a few months. You're a photo on
Yeah.
the wall,
Well-
and then you're an afterthought.
Well,
altogether.
Yeah.
the minute you die, you're no longer considered
A
a
person.
person. It's a body.
Yeah, it's a body.
body,
It's a
bro.
body.
What's the
Yeah.
first thing that they say when you're, I don't know, in like Hindu culture, when you bring a body back, or you're burying, or anything? It's just you name the body. You don't even name him by the name anymore.
Yeah, you're just the body.
Yeah, and that's why you like if you watch like Top Boy and stuff. Yeah, like all the hood guys will be like, I bodied that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. No, I've never thought about it like
I
that.
bodied him. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like he's not even a person anymore, man.
yeah. No, but whatever you start with nothing and you finish with nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
It's true.
You know,
That's it.
pretty deep, but like,
Very deep.
sorry to make it depressing for everyone.
You
But
know what? Just be happy and go to Amsterdam.
fill him
So
in.
basically, there was a group of girls. So there was a bride and a groom, both obviously going to get married soon. The hens and the groom and they all planned the sten. It was like a sten, but they were going to do their own separate thing in Amsterdam. So the girls went out on a night out to one place. The guys were going to do their own separate thing. The girls decided it would be a good idea to go to a club or a bar where they have glory holes. Yeah. For those of you who don't know what glory hole is,
We're not telling you.
I beg you check it out. I beg you check it out.
I can't
At
say
your
it.
own discretion.
Search up, yeah.
So
your
anyway,
discretion.
one girl went in the booth. She was doing her deed, and then there's a button that you can press to see who the person is that
On the other side.
you sorted out. So she pressed the button. He pressed the button so they can see each other, and it found out that they were father and daughter.
Gosh,
Can you
cannot-
imagine
you
that?
cannot live that down. You cannot live that down.
crazy.
Man,
You cannot
You'll
live
never.
that.
They'll never forget that. They'll never
Well,
forget that.
I don't think anyone will forget
Bless your soul. You just take a lime bite to the nearest brick wall. What's your date of birth? Oh, my dad's back. My dad's back. Like, how do you go home? How does the dad go home? How does the daughter go
But the
home?
thing is-
face the mum, the siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they must have some mad family beef, man.
Oh yeah.
Imagine family dinner now.
Well, one of them have to suck it up and
One
like.
of them,
just-
yeah.
Suck it up. Suck it up.
He thought it's that family dinner now. The tension in that
Get them on
room.
the podcast.
Speaking of embarrassing families, like that Amsterdam was a story and a half. I don't think you can. That takes the
Do
cake.
you know what I saw? Though?
Oh,
I saw this meme on Instagram. It was, you see when John Fury was in that cage with KSI, and it was just.
That's what I was just coming
hammering
on
the
to.
wall.
That's what I was just coming on
It
to.
was hard to dad with the wall.
As embarrassing as parents go, he's another one.
He's an embarrassment.
Oh,
man.
He's an embarrassment to
He's a
Tommy and Tyson.
Pleb.
He's a pleb.
He's a
He's a
pleb.
pleb. But you know what? I feel so sorry for Tyson in a sense, right? Because his dad always steals the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes the limelight
John
away from
Fury
him.
always
Even
takes
for
the limelight
Tommy,
away
you
from
have to
him.
feel bad because
But have you seen
he's
how?
just stealing the show.
I
for
can't,
both
I
of them.
can't feel
Yeah.
sorry for Tommy Fury.
How-
No, but as in just stealing the
I
show.
can't feel sorry
Yeah,
for
but
him.
have you seen how Tommy and Tyson have both? They're used to now their dad helping out promote the fights.
Yeah.
That they probably couldn't. I mean, Tyson could, but Tommy certainly
Yeah,
can't
Tommy
sell a
can't,
fight by
yeah.
himself.
Did you see the way he danced in his
Yeah,
last fight?
yeah.
What is he
Was
doing?
it?
He was like
Yeah,
Coming to work with accents.
worse.
just about beat a YouTuber
Worse. Even then,
and chaired like he just beat a world champion.
Literally, man.
it wasn't a great fight, was it?
That's his level. That's the level he's at.
Yeah, but I feel like boxing has been ruined.
been
with all
ruined.
these
See,
influencer
it's a
fights.
tough one because
There's pros
I
and cons
do
to it.
agree. But I mean, the pro to it is that a lot of kids are now watching boxing and
Not even
want,
that.
and want to get into boxing now. Like a lot of kids
Yeah,
are going
yeah,
to gyms
you're
and
right,
stuff.
you're
Yeah,
right.
but they're not
I was
taking
gonna say
it.
that.
They're not taking
They're
it
not taking it
seriously.
seriously.
Yeah.
And the same guys that are watching these fights, do you reckon they're going to tune into a proper boxing match?
No.
No, I
Probably
agree with
not,
that. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
are.
there's pros and cons to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, some Jake Paul fan probably thinks that Jake Paul can knock out Canelo. Because he said he
100%.
can.
Bro, Jake Paul thinks he could knock out Mike Tyson, mate.
Yeah.
You put him in the ring with the Mike Tyson.
Sign
He's
the
at this
contract.
age right now, bro.
Mike, have you seen the training?
Destroy him.
Have you seen the training with Ngannou?
Yeah.
Wow,
And
that
Ngannou
guy
looks
can.
terrible, man.
No, but they've seen Tyson training him.
No, I haven't seen the video.
No, he's
Wow.
great. He looks
I
great.
saw Ngannou's jab. It looked terrible.
No, but Ngannou's the type of guy that
Yeah, but the whole
one
fight,
shot
right?
needs.
Shout out to Cam if you're hearing this.
Another shout.
Every of these, they're rigged. Come on, they're all rigged.
Yeah.
It's got to be rigged, right? Everyone wants to get home safely to their families. Are you trying to tell me everyone's fighting to knock the other person down? It's a contract fight.
Yeah.
It's
100%.
a contract fight.
They're both getting a dirty paycheck at the end of it.
Yeah.
They're gonna go the whole 10, 12 rounds, however long it's gonna be. I don't know how long this is gonna be.
I think it's 12 rounds.
Is it a professional fight?
yeah,
so
it's
it's gonna be
professional,
12 rounds.
yeah.
Professional, yeah.
So I guarantee you
No,
will go
it's
to
an
at least.
exhibition, isn't
You're
it?
doing that as-
It's an exhibition.
That's what I thought. I thought it was an exhibition.
Yeah, it's an
So it's gonna be
exhibition.
10
You know
rounds.
when a professional boxer does an exhibition against someone that's not a professional boxer because they're scared to lose their O.
Yeah.
Tyson's scared to lose an O.
I don't
Because
know.
he
if
knows
it's-
it-
We'll see it.
Because
We'll
he knows
find
it-
out.
The thing is, in boxing, in heavyweight boxing, one punch can change a whole fight.
Yeah.
Like look at Joshua versus what was the
Andy
big
Ruiz.
Ruiz.
Ruiz
Yeah,
fight,
Ruiz.
yeah.
one shot changed the whole fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Joshua got knocked. It was all
Yeah,
game. It was
but
lights
what
out.
people underestimate Ruiz, he's a great fighter.
Oh yeah, he's good.
He's
yeah.
so underrated that people just don't give him a chance.
Yeah.
And he knocked down Joshua fair and square in
He
that
did, he
fight.
did, he did.
That was fair and square.
Yeah.
There was nothing wrong in that fight by him.
But you know what I don't like? When after the fight, his promoters come out and say, it's just not even with Joshua, it's everyone. They come out and say, oh, he wasn't well on the night. He had an illness. If they're ill on that
Yeah,
night,
yeah.
don't send them into the ring. You know
Yeah,
they're not
Yeah,
well on the
100%.
fight.
Yeah.
The thing is with Joshua, he's always making excuses, and like the 3 fights that he's lost, there's zero excuse, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were terrible.
You were outboxed.
Yeah.
all of those
the
fights.
best excuses were with Usyk after the second fight.
Wow, is that when he went off on
He
a
was like,
run,
I'm
right?
18 stone.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I just don't understand. They dedicate themselves to training for this much. How can you not last the full 10 rounds, 12
Yeah.
rounds? How
So-
you've been sparring? Spar for longer then
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
your
yeah,
sparring
yeah.
You
sessions.
sparred at 18
I
rounds.
saw
Yeah.
something,
Yeah,
and it's
conditioning.
almost scientifically proven because I don't know how much of it is true because I think you can still work on your cardio as
Yeah.
much as you want. But when someone with serious knockout power gets in the ring, they sacrifice it somehow, and that cardio is always what it is.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
They have a twitch fiber in their muscle in their strong arm. McGregor's got it. Look at all the heavyweight boxers that have the twitch fiber. Wilder can't go a full 12 rounds.
Hmm.
And Ngannou can't. McGregor can't. Who else is a big one?
But
Joshua.
but why don't they just spar for longer
Yeah,
and
that's
condition
what-
themselves?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Isn't it? I don't know. It sounds quite simple, but
It sounds
I
simple.
don't.
but
In theory,
we're not
in,
the pros,
in
yeah.
theory, yeah, we don't box.
Joshua was sick though. Back in the day when he was up and coming.
He fought his biggest crown to glory was
Klitschko.
Klitschko.
Yeah,
And
but look how
Klitschko
old he was,
fought-
bro. Look
yeah,
how old he
but
was.
that's
Yeah,
exactly
Klitschko,
my
look how old he
point.
was.
That's exactly
Yeah.
my point. He fought him right at his end.
Yeah.
You can't take that as a
That was his
W.
last fight as well. That was Klitschko's
Yeah,
last
you
fight.
look at- can't take that as a W.
when he fought Klitschko, Fury he didn't want to train anymore. He was done with boxing, and he still put on a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that uppercut from
He's a
Joshua in that
different
Klitschko fight was. That was.
Oh, when you saw his neck just went
You
up
saw
well,
all
like 5
the
inches,
veins
bro.
and everything.
Oh, yeah.
That was a.
For the Ngannou Fury fight, I just got this weird. I said it to you. I got this weird feeling that Ngannou's gonna knock him out for some reason.
Just needs one hit, man.
I just got a weird feeling that Ngannou's gonna get in range and unload one shot to.
No,
his chin.
I think Tyson
And
will
he'll go
win
I think he will
because
win.
it's rigged. Let's start
Yeah,
with
they're
that,
not gonna
right?
let that happen.
They're not going to let Tyson lose.
They won't.
Right? And put everything at stake. That's 100% not going to happen. I think they're going to push it right to the end, and then it might even be a points victory. Or it might be a knockdown, and then obviously let's do another fight again, contract, put it in motion again and fight again.
But you know the one.
It's a
thing that
moneymaker.
Unless
I
Ngannou
want-
just goes in there and just thinks, fuck it. I'm just going to go fight how I want to.
demonetized.
Unless he does that.
Yeah,
Demonetized.
Demonetized.
No, but it's a
We'll
joke.
bleep it, we'll bleep it.
It's a joke. It's a joke. I don't. Boxing is not what it used to be.
You know what?
You look
is-
at the days of Tyson, man, when he fought Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis. That was the
But
pinnacle of
you
boxing.
know what's amazing to watch now? Because boxing's gone downhill. I think UFC's now the one to watch.
Yeah.
UFC's
Yeah, 100%.
amazing.
Yeah, yeah,
Do you not feel like UFC's been up and coming for so many years though?
yeah.
It's
It
always been
has,
up and
but
coming.
The thing is with UFC, it hasn't got the.
It's always on the
publicity.
brink of mainstream,
The
but
thing
it's
is,
not fully
what it was
mainstream.
when McGregor was there and in his prime, it was going toe to not toe to toe with boxing, but it was there.
It was, and it was a
But
big
I
thing
think
because
he's
you had
gone.
McGregor,
Yeah.
you had
John Jones.
John Jones, you had Brock Lesnar, who's also mainstream
Oh,
as well.
man, he
But the
was
thing
Like,
is-
these guys started making it a big thing, right? But as soon as they started ducking out, it starts dropping a little bit. But
Yeah.
you've got some great fighters at the moment, though.
They got,
That's
UFC's got
the good
amazing
thing about
fighters.
UFC.
But then
at
I
the
think
moment.
with McGregor not being there, there's no entertainers there. There's no
There's
one
no
who could-
entertainers.
You need a personality.
Yeah, he was the personality,
Personality,
needed.
yeah. Like Khabib was probably what? Would you
He
regard him
wasn't
as?
an entertainer, though.
Would you regard him as the goat?
No.
No, he's not the goat.
He's not the GOAT.
He's not. He's a lot of
He's a
people's
great
goat, but
fighter.
He's a great
not
fighter.
But he's not a personality.
No,
So
yeah,
people are
yeah,
not
yeah.
going to remember him as much as they're going to. The first thing you think UFC, you think McGregor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going
You
to think Khabib,
McGregor
right?
And you think John Jones.
No, I think there is an argument in there for Khabib just because of what he done, 29-0.
No, I'm saying first name that comes to your mind when you say UFC,
Yeah, McGregor. It's
McGregor. It's the personality.
Yeah, it's the personality.
Personality is bigger than the fighter.
Yeah, 100%. I love that guy, man. He's just
Oh,
so
man,
funny.
the way
he
I
says
just I just sit there and watch his videos
Yeah,
on
honestly,
YouTube.
it's
Just like
hilarious.
McGregor funny moments, and I'm cracking up
But
at
you
the
know
same video.
Yeah, all my
every time.
Instagram reels is just McGregor off.
You don't want to
Yeah.
read up.
Every
Him
day.
and Diaz. Oh, what a press! What a
Yeah.
press conference in UFC.
Yeah.
Press conference with Mayweather and McGregor
Oh,
when
That
they
was
fought.
sick, man.
Oh.
That was top. That was top level, top tier press conference.
Do you know, I think that was when he decided that he doesn't care about fighting anymore.
Yeah.
No,
Because he made his money at that point.
I don't think McGregor is that type of guy that it's not. I don't care about fighting. McGregor wants to be the best, and that's
Yeah.
McGregor.
I agree. He wants to be the best.
McGregor is the. I mean, Chandler said it in a press conference, and no matter what you say, this is McGregor. He will never back down from a fight. He
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
care
true.
if
He
you
won't back
are,
down. The
he
only
will
thing with
fight
him
you.
now is that he's got so many injuries. Like he's prone to lose his next fight. Do you know what I mean? Because he's gonna have that in the back of his head. I need to watch my leg now.
Yeah.
It's already snapped before.
Yeah.
It might happen
Yeah.
again.
The bone. I mean, yeah.
I mean that was disgusting.
that was
Yeah.
horrible.
If
You ever
you,
seen
I think
injuries like
in the documentary they slow it down completely.
and you can see the
You can
snap.
see it.
Snap.
He
Yeah.
just
I
it
mean,
just wobbles
It's
like this.
disgusting,
Yeah.
man.
But
What do you think was worse? That leg break or that guy for Sheffield?
No, the Sheffield one was way worse.
What was his name? I can't remember
I
his
don't know,
name.
but his foot was basically dangling off his ankle.
It was literally dangling
remember Shaw's one, Luke Shaw's, in the Europa League. Was it Europa League?
when he first joined United.
Oh, he
Yeah.
broke his leg and then
Yeah,
he
yeah,
saw it.
yeah.
That was double leg break, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
double leg break.
He was out for like a season and a half. or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Oh,
long time, man.
Yeah.
He turned it around well though.
He did.
Turned
he
it around
did,
right.
he
It took
did.
him a long time. He said Roberto Carlos was that team of Real Madrid
Oh, man.
back in those days.
That was
bro.
the
That was
team.
the
Because
Galacticos.
of the Galacticos.
So
You've never seen a team like that.
never seen a team like that,
since
bro.
then.
And you know the reason they call them the Galacticos, right? So whoever the president was, outside his office he could see
Yes,
four
four
buildings,
buildings.
and it's called the Galacticos. And he said, "I've got Zidane, I've got Ronaldo, I've got Figo, and then now he's got Beckham. That's his four Galacticos."
Bro, Galactico is the biggest names in football.
They are the
That
biggest names.
bought-
Bellingham's one of the biggest
Alright,
names right
Bought, I mean, it's a Galactico is someone that's been bought. Like Ronaldo joining for Real Madrid in 2009, was it?
Yeah.
That was Galactico.
That's a Galactico. Yeah,
that was
100%.
the best
Bale
player
was
in the world.
Galactico. No, Kaka. Yeah, sorry,
Kaka was-
Kaka, not VR.
He just came off a Ballon d'Or win.
Yeah.
He came off
Yeah.
a Ballon d'Or win.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
But-
But you know, this is what I was watching something the other day, and the guy was, I think it was Evra, and he said, try and name a star in every team like you could do back in the day. He goes, you had Henry at Arsenal, you've had Ronaldo at Man United, you've had Keane, Giggs, Beckham, whoever, you had Anelka at Bolton, you had
Lampard,
JJ
Chelsea.
Okocha at Bolton. You know what I mean? There's always been star players,
Yeah.
but now you've probably got a select few in the Premier League. You think of Haaland
Yeah, that's it. When you look at
as
the
a
Premier
world
League,
really
class,
got
world
Haaland,
class. De Bruyne,
De
Salah,
Bruyne,
yeah.
Salah, yeah. There's
Three
no argument
people.
for them.
They're all moving away from the Premier League. They're all moving towards Saudi
yeah.
and
Saudi, that's where the
US.
money's at, man. You know what? Their qualities come quite
No,
strong.
but do you know what I think it'll be? I think it'll be a retirement home, just like how the MLS was. I think.
I don't think it's a
Nah,
retirement.
it's not retirement. It's not retirement.
they're
Don't
trying to
forget,
get
the
players.
US football's up and coming as well now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
now
because
it
they've
is,
started to get a good few players in there. China tried it and it failed big time.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right,
that's true.
They signed Hulk
Oscar as well.
and Oscar.
He was
and
balling at Chelsea as well.
Willian was there for a while.
Willian.
Oscar's-
Iniesta.
Oscar's
Yeah,
set up money
and
for life.
after
though.
that, it's gone.
Yeah.
You don't even hear about the Chinese football league anymore.
Yeah.
Right, it's all about the Saudi league, but they've got some serious star quality there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't name.
Like,
If you put an all-star
even-
team of Saudi players,
Bro, they
that
got a
will
great
be-
team.
in my opinion,
And that's
will go
regardless
to-
of age.
Yeah.
That's regardless of age because these guys are still performing at a high level.
Yeah, mate, look
Like
at
they
Ronaldo.
can still do it in the top 5 leagues
Yeah,
in Europe.
Benzema,
Easy.
Neymar.
Now we're talking
Yeah.
about
Mahrez.
high-level
Yeah.
football. Like
All of these
Ronaldo at 38 years old,
killing it, bro.
Oh my.
And it's
days.
about who you bring to the games as well now. That's what it is. This is
It's like
celebrity
Messi.
status.
It's like Messi in the
Messi
US.
at US
Talking
right
about
now.
that.
Yeah.
What's the team that Gerard's managing in the Saudi league?
Al Hilal, I think.
Not Al Hilal. It's one of them.
Tafiq.
Something like that. But they had a game
Only four.
that they
There's only
lost.
four to
That they lost. Only 600 and something people in the fans were there. Yeah, that was it.
The thing is, no one's
Our
come to see
conference
this.
league,
Everyone's
isn't
come to see Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Oh, Ronaldo game must sell out.
Even if you had
100%.
Messi, I don't think many. Like Messi's obviously world
I
famous.
don't think Messi
yeah?
will do it good.
He's a
though.
big mainstream like football star.
Yeah.
But he will never draw in the same numbers as Ronaldo.
No,
That's the thing, man.
I mean, did you see when Messi went to?
Because you got the personality
Miami?
again, right?
Yeah.
It's the
Do you know-
personality.
do you- I
Yeah.
think one thing he lacks, he can't speak English.
Who?
That's the one thing Messi.
No, but the thing about
That's
Messi.
that's why the personality is
The
completely
thing
different.
is,
Yeah,
with
that's
Messi,
true.
he's not like you said, mainstream. Like, there's a video of him when he first joined into Miami. He was shopping in their local shopping.
But that could be
service
publicity.
centre. No one went to him. No one actually went up to him.
Oh,
They
really?
just walked past people like. For him, he must have loved it.
Mm.
You would
But-
love it. I think his fame now in USA will only come on the football pitch.
Yeah.
Everyone knows who he is.
He's not doing great. He's not.
Everyone
doing great.
knows him when he's playing. But outside of that world, mate, I don't think
Yeah.
if you saw him walking down the street, you wouldn't be like, oh shit, like
Yeah,
Leo
Leo
Messi.
Messi.
You wouldn't even
I
recognise
think
him.
only football fans would know.
Yeah,
And a few,
exactly.
like, many
And in the
sports fans,
USA,
that's
you
it.
haven't got millions and millions
No.
of them.
Yeah.
You've got a handful,
It's
innit?
only basketball fans over there.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's it.
realistically, Ronaldo's a brand and Messi isn't a brand.
Yeah. What do you guys think are like the top 5 sports in the world?
Oh,
If you
football's
had to
the one.
start. You start.
All right, fine. So, in order or just any five?
Any 5.
Any five. So, football, obviously. Cricket is massive. I think I'm a fan of it, but I think tennis is massive as well.
Yeah.
Rugby, and what have we got now?
Basketball?
Yeah.
Basketball.
I'd say
Basketball.
NBA.
Basketball.
Would you say NBA over NFL?
I would
Yes.
say NFL.
I would
over
say
NBA.
I would say NBA over NFL.
I would say
Yeah.
I would because I saw something that NBA is not even the most watched sport in the US, so I want to say
Really?
NFL. Yeah,
It's thingy, innit? It's NFL and
it's NFL and baseball, the top sports
baseball.
to watch.
Do you know one
in
thing I like about the
Yeah.
NFL? The halftime show in the what's it called?
in the Super Bowl.
The Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl.
I think they should do that with like a Champions League final, like a
Yeah.
World Cup final.
Yeah, 100%.
Any
Like,
final.
Extend the break to
But
30 minutes.
we don't
and
need
have a
it.
halftime
And have a
show.
halftime show for
But the
10,
thing is,
15
we
minutes.
don't need it because we got Roy Keane battering footballers.
Yeah,
for
our,
like 15
our
minutes
commentary's the
straight,
best.
and it's
It's
so
like,
funny.
it's like what you were saying earlier with Kate Abdo, Henri, Carragher,
Oh, jokes.
Michael Richards.
They are.
That
They
is
are
awesome.
awesome.
Hilarious.
They
It's
are
Paramount.
awesome.
Is it
I
Paramount?
think it's
Yeah,
Paramount.
it's
Isn't it
no,
TBS Sports?
CBS.
CBS
CBS,
Sports.
yeah,
CBS.
NBC, isn't it?
TBS is Lloyd's.
But-
CBS.
CBS.
No, but
Something.
I don't think Champions League need it. I generally don't think football
I think
needs
it'd be
it.
sick to have them.
But imagine the mainstream you get from it,
Yeah.
man.
It
As
would.
big as it is,
It
yeah.
would.
As
It
big as
attracts
it
so many
is,
more people.
imagine the more attraction it would get.
It would, but then again, our commentary's on a level.
No, that's
No,
why
but
you
they
have-
can still have that.
You have the 15
But
minutes
what
for
he's-
commentary
yeah.
and 50 minutes for the halftime show.
Yeah.
You
So you'd have the
Have
commentary
a
first and
halftime show.
the
Imagine
show.
on YouTube. You go on YouTube and you type in halftime shows. They got like 10, 15,
Yeah.
20 million views, but even probably even more.
Easily.
Probably like in the hundreds at
Easily.
least.
I mean,
And do you know, I think it attracted loads of like American viewers.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah. it would.
we're the best singers and like, artists in America.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
actually,
in America,
I saw
yeah.
something
And that's what
100%.
Well,
that's what they're
I think-
there for. These
Yeah.
types of
I
big
think
gigs.
UK artists are now just ahead of American ones.
Nah,
I don't.
No.
No chance.
I think-
no chance.
No,
I got-
you're talking about it from a UK perspective, bro.
Yeah.
No, but I feel
From
like
a global perspective.
global
From a global
perspective?
perspective,
Yeah.
yes, it's
Yeah.
American.
Yeah.
Are you
Our
trying?
music
Are you
stays in our
trying to?
country.
Are you trying to tell me that name any UK artist goes over to the US and they're going to sell out everywhere they
You
go?
you told
You
me.
compare that to
You're telling me
Beyonce.
gigs can go over to the UK and say if
Yeah.
you're talking the US and say if you're talking the hardest.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah?
Talking the hardest, yes.
Yeah?
Gigs
Talking,
in the US, really?
yeah, yeah. Talk,
No,
just
I'm
that one
not-
song.
Gigs is quite.
That's
but
UK
Gigs-
national
What he's
anthem.
trying to say is you take Dave and you put him against Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar will blow him out the water, mate.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I
No,
feel
no,
like,
Dave, he's a lyrical
No,
genius.
Dave is.
No.
Dave
He's
is on
like
another
Kendrick
level.
Lamar's like
No.
the
Dave is like a Shakespeare of our
equivalent in
generation.
America, way bigger.
No chance.
But I
I
feel
love
like
Dave. I love Dave.
He's
I
like
think Dave's
Shakespeare
sick.
of
our
our
rap is
generation.
10 times better than theirs.
Yeah, exactly, you agree with
Yeah,
me.
right,
From
a
a
lyrical
lyrical
perspective.
generation in the UK.
Nah, in the US.
No, no,
He's global,
no,
he's
not
Shakespeare.
globally.
Their
Globally.
gang rap is not as good as our gang rap.
But I'm
Mate,
talking
we
about
got-
from a
we got-
popularity point of view.
From our gang rap. From
Yeah.
their gang rap.
Yeah.
Bro, Tupac, Biggie,
No,
Those are-
50,
those are
I'm
nice.
Game.
Bar
We're
for
talking
bar
about
right now.
right now.
I'm pretty sure we'll blow them out of the water. And they won't say half the stuff that we're saying on our rap.
Yeah, but you send all of our people there, they probably don't have a clue who they are.
You put Central C against, I don't know, like Selena Gomez, bruv. She will still sell him out.
Like,
kind of
different
Selena
levels
Gomez
worldwide.
is levels.
Do you know what I mean? Though?
It's just like-
Selena Gomez
Double
is
topic.
It's not comparable.
Yeah.
It's not comparable.
Yeah.
The biggest one you could compare for us is probably like Dua Lipa or someone. She's British and she's massive. She's worldwide.
Yeah.
I feel like
But you'll
Yeah,
find,
yeah.
but you'll find most of them they're living and working over there anyway.
They live there.
Look at Sam Smith.
Oh,
Bro,
no,
don't even
let's
start
not
on
Yeah,
mention
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
not
I
mention
know
that.
we don't want to get
Sorry.
there. We don't want to get there.
Just shut that conversation.
Yeah.
That is
Example, but
controversy.
yeah,
That is
yeah.
controversy.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but definitely you can't compare UK artists to US artists. You can't compare it.
I just feel
You
like
can't.
I
You
feel,
can't.
I feel like
Stop.
Bro, there's no,
No,
try it. Don't try it, bro.
Stop.
Just
I
give up.
mean, the only one lyrically that is better than Dave right now.
Sam Smith.
No, go on, carry on. Listen,
Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying?
I think Sam Smith just ends it there.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
But coming back to sports, do you not feel the careers, the ages where sportsmen or sportswomen retire is just it's just getting pushed back?
It's getting pushed back.
It's
man.
getting pushed back and pushed
See,
back.
no, it isn't. It isn't because
I actually feel like it is. Look at cricket, for example.
It
okay?
is.
Look at cricket, for example.
100%
Yeah?
it is.
no.
You look at all the top players in cricket from the past decade, right? They're playing till their late 30s. I mean, even that's early, right?
Yeah.
Late 30s, touching 40s. Right now, you're getting top mainstream players retiring at 30,
Yeah.
31.
There's a couple of guys in their 20s, like just even touching 30.
Yeah.
And they're
Someone
like,
like
oh,
Ben
call it a
Stokes.
day.
Someone like Ben Stokes retired from one day internationals.
That's cricket.
And
though.
he's like, yeah,
I
but
don't think it's mainstream sports though.
cricket is a mainstream sport.
I mean like every mainstream sport. I think you're just looking at one
Tennis?
sport.
See, you got someone like Federer. He went on till,
Yeah.
what, 39, 30?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then there's other players that have just retired way early.
It depends.
It depends on the
person.
player. Yeah, it depends on the player.
person.
Because if you look at Wayne Rooney,
But
and
you see a
look
lot
at
more now.
Ronaldo.
though. But you see a lot more now.
I mean,
I think
you
'cause
got-
there's a lot more money involved in it.
I mean, yes, I know, but
I
when you look
agree.
at-
I think
true.
I feel like
Mar-
is when you've got that much money, obviously you don't want to risk your career. You don't want to risk your whatever you've achieved in the sport. You don't want to risk that for a lifetime injury or whatever. So I feel like they've earned their money. They can push back now and stop.
But you know, I don't even think it's just that. I just think there's some players who are there for the money, and there's some people who are there just to play, actually play football.
Yeah, like Ronaldo.
Yeah, he's there to
Yeah.
actually play football.
Yeah.
But then you've got Wilfred Zaha on the other hand, who doesn't know the life of a famous person.
Yeah.
He's out there having arguments with random people in the streets, and then throwing out the middle finger to fans, getting red cards. He doesn't understand
Yeah.
the life of being a famous person.
He thinks he's too big. That's why, bro. He's not even that.
Yeah.
big.
No, but I think there's
Bro, you spent
not
your
a
whole
thing in their
career at Crystal Palace. Don't say nothing.
He's a
you know.
baller, though.
Yeah, he's a
No,
baller.
no, he's a baller,
At that
bro.
level. At that level. You tell me
Premier
he'll
League
get.
level baller.
Do you reckon he'll get into the Arsenal team right now? Probably not. Do
No.
you reckon he'll get into the Man City team? Probably not. He will get into the Liverpool team either.
He could get to City team. Pep might cook something up.
Doubt it.
If
If you wanted to
He'll
cook
get
something,
into
you would have done
Man
it
United
5 years ago.
Anyone
cook
can
something
get
up
into
with
that.
Bro,
Yeah, anyone
he
gets
couldn't even get
United.
into a Man United team when David Moyes was in charge.
That's because he had
That's because that was the
We sent him
best.
back to
He had a
Palace, bro.
scandal with Moyes' daughter.
Fergie signed him
Wait,
and sent him
what?
back to Palace.
Zaha had a scandal with Moyes' daughter.
I just thought he was.
Did you not know
I
that?
didn't know that.
I just thought that he was just Moyes did not like him.
No.
Nah.
Is that the reason?
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn. A whole 10 years of my life has been
It's
been
been a lie, bro.
thinking that
Been a lie.
Zaha just was not called to be a United player.
Yeah.
But if he didn't have that scandal, what player would have been at United?
No.
It would have been Rashford who
It's
at that
questionable,
point.
isn't it? It's
Do you
questionable.
think if United fans backed Moyes, he could have been a manager for a
No,
long time?
no.
No.
Nah.
I think what it is, it was always down to no matter what manager came in, it was going to go down.
Okay,
If
I've
it
got
was
a better.
Pep Guardiola or whoever, Ferguson held that a sinking ship above water for too long,
Yeah.
and it just
Without
when he
making
went.
without making changes. You
Okay,
know, I felt
yeah.
sorry for Moyes because he was given the shit team.
Do you think if
Yeah.
the board backed Oli, he could have taken the team?
They did
Because-
back Oli.
No, he was
No,
transfers.
he
He
wasn't back,
He
he
wanted to
was
sign
back.
Haaland, Musiala, and Bellingham in one season when they were just up and coming,
Yeah.
and that would have been at what?
Yeah, we would have got a very
40
cheap-
million max out. Of all
He
three
still
of them.
signed Ronaldo, Sancho, and Varane.
No, but then we got.
Yeah, but now look at them now.
Exactly.
Look what
But
Bellingham.
at the time, that's 3 big signings, bro.
Yeah, but as in, look at Haaland now. He's already proven himself in the Premier League.
But then again,
Look
it's
at
not-
Bellingham. He's proven himself on World Cup.
I don't think Haaland would have joined.
I think he would have
He
if
would
Oli
have.
was in charge. Yeah.
Oli was in charge.
If Oli was in charge,
Oli managed him before.
I don't know if he's a Leeds boy.
Do you think though, because of the way Man
Please,
United,
boy.
the way Man United play, do you reckon Haaland would have been as successful at Man United as he is at Man City? Probably
I
not.
think Haaland's that type of player that can go into a team and score goals. I think he's exactly what Ronaldo was. Go into a team, you can score goals.
Hoyland's
That's
got comparisons to Haaland, obviously not as great, but he should still be good. He's not doing well at United.
Do you think if Kane went to City instead of Haaland, he would be performing as well?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I don't think he'd be performing as well.
Nah, but they would play a different way of football.
See, because the way they're playing football now is the midfield they occupy that one position. Haaland's just at the front, pass the ball and he shoots. With Kane, he plays a lot deeper. It'll be like De Bruyne telling him like, get out of my position.
Yeah.
Then you have Gundogan as well, get out. Bernardo Silva. It wouldn't work if Kane went there and they're playing this the way they're playing now.
I don't agree because I think De Bruyne is the type of player that can adapt.
De Bruyne's adaptable.
De Bruyne
Yeah,
is so
yeah,
good
that's
he
true,
can
that's
I
adapt.
agree.
That is true. But I think it gets to
De
the point where
Bruyne is the modern version of a Xavi. He's literally a modern version of a Xavi, and yes, he's the best midfielder.
he was at the UFC, you know.
He was the most midfielder.
He was
most
at the
midfielder.
UFC.
He's the best midfielder of this generation, hands down.
Do you reckon he compares to the past generations though?
You can.
Put him against
I
like
don't think you can
Zidane.
compare
I
the
think-
past
I
generation
think-
to this generation now.
I think
Why?
there's a
Why?
debate.
Football's
where-
changed a lot. Just the way of play has changed a lot. Like nowadays, you see right backs and left backs playing as wingers. You don't see them playing as a modern day.
No,
right
no,
back.
I
Like,
get
wait,
that
wait,
point.
wait. As like Gary Neville, for example, he was a solid right back. He just stayed in his position, did what he has to do. You have Trent now running up, playing right wing, and then Salah would be an inverted forward.
So you're telling me, if you had Roberto Carlos on one side, Clarence Seedorf on the other side, Maldini and Nesta in the middle,
Yeah,
that's an unbeatable
Yeah,
defense
it's an
compared to
unbeatable
anyone
defense.
in this generation.
100%.
Right.
No one's proved, no one's finished off their generation yet.
Midfield, probably the same thing. If you think about all the world best, you had Ronaldinho, Zidane, just to name two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then up front you had the Brazilian Ronaldo, right? Who out of that team would you take out to replace someone currently?
Zidane.
For who?
I wouldn't. No.
You would not take
You-
out Zidane,
No,
bro.
as in,
no.
I put Zidane into a team now.
No, he's already in that team.
Oh, he's
would
in
you
that
take
team
him
now?
out for
Oh, no,
anyone
I
right
wouldn't
now?
take- I wouldn't take Zidane.
You wouldn't take
then I
Ronaldinho
think-
either, and you wouldn't take Ronaldo out.
Thing is, I think
You wouldn't take Carlos out.
I think the
Great
argument is
team.
though.
That
I
was
think
a
the
great
argument is obviously I didn't get to see these players play, so I'm just gonna go off what I know with the players that I've seen play. That's the thing. So as in you've seen all these like great players play, so you know how they play. I haven't seen them play. Like Ronaldo's bicycle kick. I've never seen that before, but you've probably seen like Zidane's volley and thought.
True.
See, no, I get your point, but there's a debate for De Bruyne to still be in the conversation with the previous generations. He's just that good. I reckon you can take De Bruyne out of that team, and he can still be a Galactico in that Madrid team.
Okay, so if you had Ronaldinho and Zidane in your midfield, playing 4-4-2,
Yeah,
De Bruyne's playing in that same
De
position.
Bruyne doesn't get in. He
Doesn't
makes
get
the
in.
bench.
Yeah.
He can make the bench, but Zidane and Ronaldinho are just two goats.
Okay, I've got one. Start one, bench one, sell one. Yeah, Bellingham, Mbappe, Haaland. You go first.
Oh, Bellingham.
Yeah, no.
Bench Mbappe.
Mm.
Yeah, so Haaland.
What I would do is
Mbappe's an all-round player, man.
I would start Bellingham.
Does a lot more.
I would start Bellingham, sell Mbappe, and bench Haaland because Haaland can come off the bench and score a hat trick.
See,
Second
no, I wouldn't agree with you.
I think
Because
Haaland.
I would have agreed with him before watching the World Cup, France versus Argentina. After watching that, because I didn't think Mbappe can carry a team the way he did, and he carried that team. He went pound to pound, one of the greatest footballers.
Yeah.
That
100%.
final, he was
Yeah,
epic.
he
He was
put-
epic.
he was a
different
That
beast.
final, he was
That
epic.
final was the best.
He
final
turned it
I've
around.
seen.
Yeah.
He
That was
turned
the
it
best final.
around. Out
Best
of
final
nowhere.
ever.
Yeah.
Out of literally out of nowhere, you saw
Yeah.
Messi. He scored the second goal, isn't it?
Yeah.
You thought, yeah, it's done. Argentina
Yeah,
won it here.
yeah,
And then
Mbappe,
straight
man.
away, like the next 5 minutes,
yeah,
2-2.
yeah.
And at his age, he should not be carrying a team like that.
But you know what?
Even Bellingham right now.
I don't think
should
Mbappe
not
carried
be
the
carrying a
No,
team.
no, Mbappe. Messi did not carry that team.
No, he
That
didn't.
World Cup.
It was Enzo and
Enzo and Di Maria.
Di Maria.
And Di Maria does not get the stick he deserves. He doesn't get the praise that he
It's
deserves.
because he does too much this, bro.
Yeah, that and Man United, but,
But
know, I
then,
just
so
don't like
why
him,
are
but he
people
deserves
saying
praise
Messi
now.
should win the Ballon d'Or just because
He shouldn't.
He should have
And
won
now
the Ballon
everyone's
For example,
acknowledged it.
2012, Iniesta had a great
Haaland
season.
should have been the
Iniesta had a great season in 2012. He didn't win the World Cup. Well, he won the World Cup. He didn't win the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah,
It
it's
should
true.
definitely be Haaland this year. He's won what PFA Young Player of the Year.
Do you think?
PFA Player of the Year, Golden Boot, treble. He's won all these
You get the
trophies.
ball bit too hard.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you think Modric deserved that Ballon d'Or?
No.
No, Ronaldo.
That should be Ronaldo's hands
100%.
down. He won a Champions League score, probably one of the greatest Champions League goals ever. He's done
It
two.
wasn't. That was his prime years. Those 3 years were his prime years.
Talking of
Nuno
Ronaldo,
had
yeah.
Ronaldo.
So after his career is finished, what do you think he'll go on to do?
I think
That's
he was
interesting.
good.
Coaching. He
He
loves the
doesn't-
sport
He
too much.
said he
doesn't
doesn't
be a
want
coach.
to have. Like,
I don't
anything to
think
do
he'll be a
after-
coach. I honestly
Do you
don't.
reckon he would follow the footsteps of Beckham and get his
Yeah.
own football club?
Yes.
I think he
He's
will
a brand.
probably.
But do you reckon that will be in
It'll be in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. Saudi.
It'll be Saudi.
Isn't his contract already as soon as he finishes football?
He'll be an
becomes
ambassador.
Got life set up after football. I don't think Messi does.
Yeah,
Actually,
he's
no,
got all
Messi
the-
does now.
Yes,
Actually,
he does.
He's
Why?
gonna.
He's going to get his own football team.
Huh? Is
He's
it?
on his
Yeah,
contract.
so his
at
contract
Milan.
finishes. You know how much he gets, bro? So any shirt sales for Inter Miami, he gets a cut off it.
I bet he does.
Bro.
He's the only one that's selling them.
Yeah.
He's the only, everyone's name's probably got Messi on the back.
Wild,
Do
isn't
you
it?
know one thing I saw as well? It was when Beckham left to go to Real Madrid. He was meant to go to Barcelona originally, isn't it?
No, he didn't want to go.
He didn't want to go.
Man United
Originally-
just agreed the deal without
Yeah,
telling
so
him.
originally he was meant to get.
Oh, they did him
It's like,
dirty.
imagine you're
They
out.
did him
Imagine you're at
dirty.
work one day, and you come into work on, let's say tomorrow. You go to work, and your guy's like, "Yeah, Sammy, you're going to Audi."
Next door, you go next door, mate.
You're like, I don't want to go there.
I don't want to go BMW
What
down
have
the
I
road.
No, but as
I was still waiting for my courtesy car.
so
Where's my
basically,
bonus?
what I saw is if he went to Barcelona, the whole GOAT debate would potentially not be a thing.
Yeah.
Because him going to Real Madrid caused Ronaldinho. He went to go to United, isn't it? Caused him to go to Barcelona,
Yeah.
and then we went and found Ronaldo.
But
And
we
then
wanted Ronaldinho.
Yeah, we wanted him originally, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then Ronaldinho, he brought Messi up through the ranks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
it's true.
yes and
But,
no.
but you said it the other way as well, innit?
but
right?
Ronaldo would
Because-
have gone to Arsenal then instead.
Because if we didn't sell Beckham, we wouldn't have signed Ronaldo.
Yeah,
Arsenal were trying to buy Ronaldo, weren't
Arsenal
they?
were
that's
trying to
true,
buy
that's
him.
true,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
He
true.
Ronaldo said in that Piers Morgan interview, one before he did that whole the whole spill out, was he was apparently very, very close to being a Arsenal player.
Yeah.
And I reckon he would have been a baller under Arsene Wenger as well.
Yeah, 100%.
I reckon he would have been a baller.
Probably not
and
as
then
big
gone
as
to
he is
Madrid.
now.
That was big, yeah.
But then he would have gone to Madrid and then levels would have gone up from there.
Yeah.
He's the type of player that just will do it either way.
Do you know one thing I saw the other day? You know Luis Suarez was almost about to go to Arsenal. Guess how much for though?
40 million and a pound.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I remember.
Is it?
I remember.
40 million and £1.
So his buyout clause was 40 million at Liverpool, and Arsenal wanted to buy him, so they paid 40 million and a pound. Just taking the piss, bro.
It's like Indian culture. Give a pound with everything.
We can't buy anything for a pound anymore. Do you remember back in the day you could go to a shop,
Yeah.
get a pound, you get so much stuff.
Yeah.
Barely get one item now,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Go
What
into
do you do?
Londis.
You get chocolate.
No, go into Londis and go find a chocolate, a packet of chocolate or something, or a crisp packet, for a pound. They're all £1.25.
I can get Tangy Toms for 25 people.
Yeah, well,
That's
I don't know what
Tangy
this guy's
Toms.
on about.
25p or
That's-
75p?
It's still a packet of crisp.
Yeah.
Go like check your 12s
I
out.
could get a
your-
Freddo
your-
for 50p.
your, M&Ms.
What he's trying to say
We
is
need
it's not as cheap as it
£1.25
used to be. Yeah. It's
We
not
need
as...
£1.25 coins.
Yeah, we do need £1.25 coins, man.
That'd be
Even
so
a
nice.
Why?
crisp.
You got
Even-
£2
Why?
coins, bro.
Yeah.
No, that's long because
Use
then
your
you
£2
get
coins.
change. No,
I
because
don't
then
want
you get
change.
change and then you just don't know what to do with it.
I don't know if you guys remember. Do you remember they had £5 coin?
Yeah, I remember
Back
that.
in the
I
day.
remember that. They didn't
Yeah.
have a lot in circulation.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you
It
had-
just
you had
didn't
a
work
five-
out, did
yeah,
it? 'Cause
no.
they were massive as
They
well,
were
man.
massive. They would weigh
They were
you
like
down.
so big, bro. £5
Yeah.
coin.
Imagine having that in your pocket with
Yeah.
your loose change.
Can you imagine? Can you
It's
imagine
like
giving?
those chocolates you get, isn't it? The massive.
Yeah, yeah.
gold
Yeah, the
coins.
gold
You
coins.
know
the
when those
Christmas-
melted? You know when those melted? I used to hate it.
Yeah.
You're trying to open it and
You
you're
can't
like,
open it, bro.
chocolate everywhere.
You just got to lick it.
No, you're black in the glory
And you
hole.
got and you got foil in your mouth. You're like, oh great. I
Back in
You
the
know what I
glory
haven't seen in
hole.
ages? Do you know what I haven't seen in ages? Kinder Egg.
You mean you haven't seen
I
it?
haven't seen one of those in
I
ages.
saw one
Oh, no,
last week.
they're still
Oh,
going
they
about.
still
Yeah,
about?
yeah,
I
it's
saw
haven't
one
seen
last
it in
week.
ages.
It's just that you now see more Kinder Bueno,
Yes,
and then
true.
the other Kinder thing.
Oh, the small ones.
yeah,
Oh, no,
yeah.
Kinder Bueno is
Kinder
the most
Bueno is
goated
so-
chocolate ever.
I agree.
100%.
I agree.
It just
So
hits
goated.
different.
I agree.
It's crispy, crunchy, but it's so smooth on the mate.
It's
Yeah.
Back in the glory
So
hole.
the glory hole talk. Crispy, crunchy, and oh my god, the button. Where's the button?
He looks up in disgust.
I remember all of that.
All right, guys. Well, look. Good talk again. Obviously.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll wrap it up and we'll catch up.
Moral
Everyone.
of the
And
story, guys, today was don't go to a glory hole and don't drive line bikes.
line bikes, glory hole. Research if you need to, and don't go into brick walls. And
I got refunded for it, you know.
good for you, but just don't do it, and don't waste London Ambulance's time.
And when they ask you questions,
Alright.
answer them.
Yeah, and answer the questions.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, we'll catch you guys again on another episode of Shii.